When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hoosiers will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line to a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. So Duke's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Blue Devils are in the hurry-up.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Blue Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
And this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Indiana's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, Dave.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Duff. Complete on the comeback. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Finds his man. It's Hayden. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive. Throwing right. A little floater there that falls incomplete. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Got the quick completion. Open space at the 25. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback. He makes a sure tackle. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Peterson. Quick step and go. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He's got the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Duff. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And the Blue Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll set up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working that left side now. Turning on the Jets. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Brings up second down.
Going to swing it on second down. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They'll try the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking downfield, it's Duff. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Blue Devils want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Blue Devils will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hayden. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200.
Touchdown, Duke! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintain.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run the option. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Using the quick game. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Duff. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Caught over the middle, it's Peterson. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the route is on.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is... And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
He's got him. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Duff. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Hayden. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you.
Touchdown, Duke! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play.
Number 14, on to kick it away.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the fifth kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Looking to pass, it's Duff. Finds the tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Blue Devils are marching down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. 3rd and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Gets it out quickly. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go to. They're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense working from the pistol. Got his man on the right. Made a defender miss. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to keep it in the air. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, taking on last year's national champions, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Blue Devils will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Southern Miss's offense will have first crack at this one. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had.
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And they bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Dropping back, it's Duff. He'll pull it down and run.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Now on the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Golden Eagles will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Going for it all. Touchdown, Duke! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Eagles line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air, it's Duff. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab in the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that.
Got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The RPO, it's complete. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We'll try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Punt is in the air. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Wants to throw. It's Duff. Got his man.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got... time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Golden Eagles will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking for a man. It's Duff. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. Oh, what a cut! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stat.
Touchdown, Duke! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Southern Mississippi, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Caught.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Hunt is on its way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Duff. Looking deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Under fire. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on second down. Under fire. Finds space on the right. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to fire on second down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham.
The Golden Eagles will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to throw, it's Duff. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It's complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. He'll keep it himself. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? And it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now. And the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way. And that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
he'll send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking downfield, it's Duff. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Duke. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
The Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the Golden Eagles decide to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Power football with the run. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Duff. He's got it and still on his feet. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here's the handoff. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.